Hi guys, Nazar is here, and in today's video I'm going to show you why you shouldn't always trust Triple Whale's total impact model and what you should use instead and how to actually read data properly inside of third-party tracking tools, alright? So most of our clients, they use Triple Whale, so I will be showing you as an example, but if you're using something else that works better, drop it in the comments below, I'd love to hear that, alright? So here's the deal. When I first started using Triple Whale, I didn't believe like that total impact model at all, because attribution can feel like really like a black box, right? We have tons of models, different logic, right? And none of them actually perfectly accurate. So usually if you spend more on ads, you expect to get more revenue, but the problem is that for larger brands, basically, that are running multiple channels like Google, Pinterest, TikTok, etc., and also they have a lot of organic sales, that's not always the case. There is a lot of organic overlap and it becomes hard to tell what actually worked, right? So let's look at a real example here. Here we have this hotel collection, right? And over the last 7 days, this campaign spent about $1,000 on Meta, right? And shows, this is one on TA. Let me switch to total impact here. All right, so the hotel collection. And it shows as 2.x ROAS, 2.9x ROAS, and the total impact, which sounds great, right? And also new customer CPA here is 44, which is the lowest in the ad account, as you can see here on the right, from all campaigns, which is also great. But when you dive deeper, things get a little bit confusing, right? Triple L shows 50 purchases here and 23 came from new customers. But when we switch to total, the TA attribution, where each channel gets 100% credit for its own sales, the story changes completely, right? So here we have this hotel collection. Now we have like 90% sales coming from existing customers and only 5% from new, like 3 sales, right? And the new customer CPA suddenly becomes the highest in the ad account, 344 across all campaigns. So which number should you believe, right? Total impact or TA? To understand that, I'm going to show you another thing inside of Facebook Ads Manager. Let's switch to that one. All right, so here, 90% of the ad spend went to existing customers, you can see, not new ones. So logically, how can the total impact model claim 23 new customer sales when Facebook only shows 6? It doesn't make sense, all right? And that's exactly why relying on total impact alone can be misleading, right? Here in this campaign, we also tested different attribution settings, right? 7-day click versus 7-day click plus Sunday view. And you can see, for example, this campaign here has 25 sales on 7-day click and it actually shows 25 sales. This one has 15 sales on 7-day click and shows 69. So like over 50% of click attributions were, dedicated here to this campaign, right? But again, we were testing different things because this specific collection was launched specifically for existing customers first, not for new ones, because based on how this product works, here they just released new scents and that's all. For existing customers, of course, some new customers may like it or not. But the thing is, if new customers don't have the first product they need to actually use these scents on, they won't be able to use them. So that doesn't make sense to show these ads to new customers, right? But in this case, I'm just talking about all of this, confusing things with total impact, etc. So the thing is that 7-day click plus 1-day view performs better, especially when you have smaller ad account, smaller ad spend, and less conversion rate data, right? But if your ad account spends less than 10K per month, don't panic. You can still need the extra view purchases to help Facebook algorithm learn faster, right? Because again, it's okay if it's like up to 50% of sales from view attribution, especially on lower ad spend, right? It's not ideal, but it's okay, right? Especially if you're spending 5 to 10K per month. If it's like for bigger brands, of course, that's already a lot, right? So you need to switch to 7-day click attribution only to optimize better and to spend money more efficiently, right? When analyzing performance, I always recommend comparing 3 models inside of Triple L, right? First one is total impact. Again, it gives blended results, but often overcredits existing customers, like we've already seen that. It's not 100% correct. However, they tell you anything. We have the second model, which is triple attribution, where each channel gets 100% of credit to each paid channel. We have linear paid as well. It's also I recommend it to use. It splits credit evenly across all paid sources. It's great for multi-channel setups. And looking all of these three, and also the data inside of Facebook Ads Manager will show you what actually makes sense instead of blindly trusting just total impact, right? Because as you've seen so far, right, it does make sense sometimes. It's not just adds up. So if your campaign is meant to acquire new customers, always exclude existing buyers of always, and sometimes even warm traffic like website visitors or engagers. Why? Because Facebook loves to go after the easiest sale, and that's often your returning customers, right? Or warm customers. So you might think that your campaign is scaling, is doing great, but in fact you're just reselling to your existing customer base. Alright, that's it for today's breakdown. If you found this video helpful, like the video and subscribe. I share new insights every week to help you scale smarter with Facebook ads. And if you're watching this video and thinking, I'd love to get these kind of insights for my brand, then check the link below or DM me on LinkedIn. My team at Navo, we help DTC brands scale through data-driven creative strategy and paid ads. And we'd love to see what we can do for you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.